you settling in all right?
Huh? Who are you? What are you? Am I dead?
Don't tell me you're surprised. You're overreacting.
What is this place? And who are you again?
So many questions, but I'm not the one to answer them. I am to meet you and take you to the one who you should really ask. So why don't we set out on our journey? Keep it up, one step at a time. Don't mind what you see here. There's absolutely nothing to look at. This place looks familiar, eh?
I've never seen it before. Calling something familiar around these parts would be rather far-fetched.
Never mind. You'll remember soon. Come in and go upstairs.
What will I find there?
This lighthouse will lead you home. It's hard to explain. You'll know it when you get there. Don't rush it. What I like about this place is that there's no reason to...
Thanks for the tip. How weird. This place seems so familiar. I think I'm beginning to
Do not let...
He's been waiting for quite a while. He can wait some more. After all.
You're right on this one.
It seems this place is dead.
That's for sure.
Well, you don't seem to be in a hurry. It's good to see you again. I bet you have a lot of questions.
You're the master, I gather. Yeah, you are absolutely right. My memories about this place are starting to come back, but these are just random pieces. Sensations even. Everything I see around myself should probably confuse me. Even the fact I'm hearing your voice, but don't see you.
No, not necessarily. You've seen everything countless times. And you've done everything you should. Well, almost everything. But we'll talk about this later. Now, you can ask your questions. Questions. I love them.
Let's start with something simple. Who are you?
You call this a simple question? Well, I can offer you several answers. I am you. I am your death. I am your creator. I am your creation. Choose whichever you like best. They are all true.
What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. If you expect me to look for a meaning when there's none, or get it out of you word by word, think again. Since it's you who wants something from me, would you be so kind as to say what it is?
You are right, of course. I'd better tell you the whole story. Sorry, I could not help it. Come closer to our throne. I think it'll be best if we talk face to face.
So, we meet again, face to face. Speaking of which, your face fits this place perfectly, as I see.
That's right. Since you already know you're dead, let's start with your birth. You see, we were together once. One body with no name, no age, no beginning, and no end. But one day, something happened. Even I cannot explain it. Perhaps we got bored. What's important is that we decided to split. This is how you and I became to be.
Keep talking.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you're intrigued. Yes, we ceased to be the absolute. Each of us had our own shortcomings and limitations, but we also found new opportunities. In other words, we gained some features inherent only to each of us. I managed to create our first world. It was poor and wretched, but it was there. You lived your first life in. You even gathered some building blocks for it. I used these blocks to update the first version. I improved it, making it more extensive and diverse. This building material is your life, your every sigh and every impression. I collect them every time you come here. That's why you almost don't remember anything. That was our agreement.
Wait, are you trying to say that all my life that I've lived, all the people I've loved, is no more than an illusion? Has my life been unreal?
Unreal? As you know, the very concept of reality can exist only in the world we created. By the way, it was one of the biggest and strongest blocks you ever brought me to help with construction. Will it keep on living without us? Yes, it definitely will. Only it doesn't really matter, since we are immortal, you know.
So, does that mean I have to be reborn? That hasn't happened yet. So what's the problem?
Yes. This is the tricky part. But I'm not ready to lay all my cards on the table just yet. I can only say that I don't collect all your memories. You know, some things you see, some impressions you get at some points in your life make you change your very perception and understanding of it. So, as we agreed, I leave these to you. And before I ask the ultimate question, the question thanks to which we are here today, you must refresh these memories in your mind.
I think I have no choice. Although I don't need it. Tell me what I have to do.
There is a portal behind your back. Enter it. I'll be nearby. You won't see me, but you can hear me. I'll help you.
What is this place?
Maybe you'll tell me. It's your life after all.
I'm not sure. I need to look around first. Yeah, now I recognize it.
How interesting. So, what is it then?
This is my childhood. This is how I imagine my pillow fort ceased to exist.
Yet another cozy corner.
I do. Only I imagine this place much later when I grow stories. I imagine myself to be a great traveler, an adventurer, brought me here.
Stories are your passion.
Come on, keep up. You're almost there. I'll race you.
Who was it?
Who's that elusive ghost?
Yeah, it is a dream. I know why we're here. It was then, in my childhood, that's when each story I read.
When you're engrossed in a good book, while having a...
What fascinates me even more is that
Come closer. Don't be afraid. Do you remember how you and I used to sit on the swing when you were a child?
Of course I remember. This was the place where all fantasies materialized. All it took was reach for my dream, reach for you.
This old oak still remembers all your adventures. Why don't you have a go in? Look! Do you see it? It's right there in front of you. It's your palace, your fortress.
Yeah, I recognize it. I would stay here forever.
I know you would, but I'm afraid it's not possible. Sorry.
It's a pity we left that place behind. That's why I really felt the taste for life for the first time.
Behind. Ahead. These words make little sense here, you know. But let's not get carried away. We need to move forward.
As you say. What a weird place. Chains tied to odd-looking masts, portholes hidden in rocks, all these skulls. Why? Why all this?
All this is your memories. You'll soon see what it's all about.
This atmosphere, all the freshness and coolness in the air, it's such a familiar feeling. Freedom is the first thing that comes to mind.
I like this place. The world you live in is too vain. There's too much bustle, too many thoughts and worries.
And what's the point in all this?
That's not how I see it. It's just that in all this swirling, you need to find the strength to swim in the right direction.
You might be right. You should know better. After all, I only bring you the building blocks to extend reality. I guess we've reached the top now.
Let's check it.
I recognize this place. Of course, it didn't used to look like this when I saw it, but after all, it's not the real thing. this is how I remember it.
Or rather, this is how you sensed it.
I think we need to get on the ship's deck. Look, I think there's someone there. Although I'd rather walk along the shore for a while.
You're right. That's where we have to look for things we came here for. But there's no need to hurry. There's no time here, remember?
When I first saw it, it didn't look like a pile of rustling scrap metal at all to me. What I saw was an ancient sea monster, thrown ashore, which was too old to go back into the water.
It wasn't just a trick of the eye.
Hey, sailor, how's it going? It seems a storm is coming. We need to check if everything's fastened. I feel we're in for a bumpy ride.
What's he talking about? This ship is run aground.
Are you sure? Look, it's...
Well, for him, this ship is still up and running. The moment I will be no difference between...
This is a...
Exactly. You see, I can use my imagination to give enemy weren't the only way out anymore. I realized that...
You've always understood this.
Yes, always. But only now it gave me a sense of freedom.
Exactly. There's only one snag here, but there's always a choice.
And it only
Hey, sailor, what are you muttering about? Here's it down to the engine room and check how it is. Come on.
Look! It really is alive. looks like it's the heart of the ship.
It is completely...
Can we fix it?
We can do... You know what to... You can...
The best show in the world. I smell trouble.
You're right about that. You're not going to like what you're about.
Alive?
It means that we only lay its foundation, but it keeps the... Not everything.
But of course, you are completely
That's right.
This is a prison. Just great. The best manifestation of life. There are a lot of cells here, judging by how many digits there are in the numbers. That's putting it mildly.
Oh yes, there are many cells and many prisoners. Their name is Legion. Let's take a look in one of them. I believe there is an open one on the level above.
I'm not sure I'd want that.
Want it or not, we'll have to. That's our job, my friend.
So enthusiastic. I bet he won't go far.
All jokes aside, do you see being forced to an electric chair? Fed by the energy they're generating with all this relentless... You will be dragged there and...
Why are you telling me this? Did you forget it was me who brought these memories from reality? That's exactly you are sitting around here in your...
Oh, come on. Can't do...
What a loathsome place. What are we gonna see up there?
You've probably guessed already, haven't you? That same chair.
Yeah, apart from that, there's basically nothing else here. Where is the immortal soul in this body?
See this white smiling piece of porcelain nearby?
Enough for what? For a crazy show?
Here's our new lucky boy! Thousands of eyes are glued to the screen right now, all full of envy. Are you ready for your 15 minutes of fame?
This Vanity Fair. Is there another way to get out of here?
Forget about it.
No. There's gotta be another way.
Again, I'm sorry, but there's no other way. Sit.
What the heck? No! I don't want to go back there again. There has to be another way. Stop him! Where are we now?
I know it was hard. That's why we made a deal a long time ago.
Time seems to have stopped here.
You're quite right. Especially for you. Time here is particularly significant.
never changes.
Exactly. It never ends. Another manifestation of life. Perhaps the most important one.
It's not that some armies keep clashing on mythical battlefields. It's just that everyone wants to get higher and crush as many as possible, destroying everyone and everything on their way.
Yes. Perpetuum mobile, don't you think? True perpetual motion of the universe. No more, no less.
No way. Are you trying to say that people are driven to make new discoveries just because they want to dominate the world? No. They only want to trample everything they didn't create. Anything that stands on their way while they try and conquer the world.
Keep talking.
The real force of progress is curiosity. It's the desire to develop and complicate the world. These two stories are easily confused, however, someone else's curiosity can also become one of the weapons in this war.
Do you think there can be one without the other?
I haven't seen anything like this, but I hope. What choice do I have?
Let's go that way.
What about them? Did anyone ever get to the top?
To the Oracle? No, of course not. What would be the point of keeping something like this then? What a weird thought. Oh well.
Are you trying to say that we're being treated differently here?
You may say so, yes. But to be honest, I hardly find it attractive. At least it's fun down here. But what's up there? So you get to the top, have all your questions answered? What next?
Here we go again. It's as if there's nothing else apart from this slaughterhouse down there and the oracle at the top.
That's how it seems sometimes. She's beautiful, isn't she? Almost perfect.
So, this is the Oracle, I suppose. Now,
Of course you will. Come. Sorry, I'm not being completely honest. The knowledge you came here for is no secret for those.
then why all this? Why this?
That's a good question. I've been wondering too. You see, this knowledge.
Sounds from...
Everyone wants to reach the top and ask me about their future. It is that fear of future made from wind and ashes, something.
I see which knowledge you are talking about. Death? No. It's too abstract.
That's right. Each of those people is.
What about pain? Isn't it the desire to
Walls are made from someone else's pain? No.
oblivion?
Now the master is ready to ask.
So, you've come to the end. It is time.
I'm ready.
You already know what I want to hear. Either that.
Of course I know. Or maybe I remembered. You want to know if I'm ready to be...
Yes, there it is. The crossroads. What do you give us? Or have you had enough of go?
What do you think? What would you rather choose?
We were inseparable.
Oblivion. The most precious, but also the most ubiquitous gift.
This is your
past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow, the earth, the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed the same. Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord, and the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service, all daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will mock Earth's surface, the poet will be its defender.
If we
Life we created has become unbearable.
well then, the throne.
Past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow, the earth the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed the same. Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord, and the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service, all daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will mock Earth's surface, the poet will be its defender.